To start with, we would reduce the expenditure on salaries, benefits, bonuses, and severances of non-frontline workers in government departments and in Alberta Health Services by 20% over 4 years. We would do this by cutting AHS travel and expenses in half, by reducing executive pay, by freezing bonuses, and by increasing the manager-to-worker ratio. This would result in $428 million in savings in 2013. We would also end all government grants to for-profit corporations, a tremendous cost savings of $230 million in this budget year. We would cancel family care clinics, saving $145 million over 4 years. Eliminate the Alberta Enterprise Corporation. That would be a one-time savings of $99 million. We would bring in a third party to audit all government departments with the objective of achieving a 3% reduction in the remaining operating expenses. This would result in considerable cost savings that we estimate at roughly about $700 million. Now, we recognize that these are difficult decisions, but they are necessary decisions.
The reason we went with the government's numbers on that is because, well, there's a couple of reasons. First off, we wanted to present a document where you could compare apples to apples. If we were using different revenue costs, it would have been difficult to, understand the difference between ours and the government, and people are confused enough with this budget. We didn't want to add to it.
I think this is the worry that you actually see in this budget, is you've got a premier that is still holding out hope that oil and gas revenues are going to bail her out of the problem. Talking about Keystone is great. We're glad the premier's doing it. I encourage her to continue visiting Washington and writing op-eds. That's exactly what the premier should be doing. But we are still looking at a 4 to 7 year delay before all of these pipeline projects get built. And in point of fact, I mean, we can't guarantee that any of those pipeline projects are going to be approved. The fact of the matter is, we have one of the longest pipeline approval projects in the history of the world with the Mackenzie Valley Pipeline, which took 40 years to finally get approval, and then gas prices went off on them. So we can't count on any of those being a guarantee. So we're stuck in a scenario where between now and the next budget, we have to see some changes out of this government if we're not going to rack up $17 billion in debt.